This is Murad. Right now, he's the most important person in crypto. But how did he become the main character? And more importantly, why is everyone paying attention to every trade he makes? In this video, I'm going to break down the rise of Murad and how you can benefit from it. I'm going to be talking about meme coins, so this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Please do your own research before moving in on the crypto and Web3 space. So to get to the point, Murad's been in crypto for many cycles. He started in 2013.
Only bought a couple of BTC, should have bought more.
He made some crazy Bitcoin price predictions back in the day.
$10 million per Bitcoin price in today's terms.
Then in 2019, he started a fund. That fund then went under and he went quiet for a little bit. And why did he come back? Meme coins. Fast forward to 2024 and we have this viral speech from Token 2049 in Singapore.
Meme coins are simpler than tech alts. They're more liquid than NFTs. They're safer than DeFi. They have no inflation, no unlocks. They have no one dumping on you. You have better odds than with sports betting or casinos. You have more volatility, aka excitement. It's a fresher narrative. It gives retail a chance to win. And the community is much more passionate than in any other crypto asset class.
And this went viral across crypto, Twitter, and a larger social media curious realm as well. So it wasn't just the hardcore trench warriors. And then since then, he's become known as Memecoin Jesus, although he does hate that term, but I think it's quite a fitting term. And from that speech, all the eyeballs have been on Murad and his price predictions and what he's buying into, what he's holding, and all of that. Now, just look at these cycles Memecoin predictions. They're absolutely crazy. You can see he thinks SPX is going to hit $100 billion, which is almost just over double of what Dogecoin hit. He thinks Giga is going to hit 50 billion, Mo's going to hit 32 billion, ARPU 30 billion, PopCat 25. You can see it kind of run down here. Even just like low cap coins right now, a lot of these are a good 10 or 100x's from where they are. And full disclosure, I own a couple of these coins. I do think some of these coins are dope. And this is where it really got people excited, because those people that are in these diehard communities that absolutely love meme coins were jumping into this, rallying around it, supporting it, and just it elevated those holders, made people just feel like the meme coin super cycle was real, and then got people really, really excited. Now, he's not just some crazy person throwing out crazy price predictions. There were interesting ways that he started to propose the valuations of these meme coins, and it comes down to the different analytics that he has for them. So with these meme coins on Solana and Ethereum, you can see he's looking at holder growth. And right here, he's looking at the holder growth over 30 days, the percentages, but also the holder growth. So it shows you the meme coins that actually have growth and a community that's growing, which ultimately means that it's going to have a community that will amplify that message, which then means that it will then grow larger and larger and then snowball from there. And then also this, the market cap to holder ratios. It's not the traditional TA, it's not looking at that. It's basically just holders and vibes. And that's what gets people excited, because that's why people buy meme coins in the first place, for the holders and the vibes. So what Murad looks for in a coin and what he thinks a coin needs to go through to succeed is multiple pullbacks. So he likes a 70 to 8% pullback, not just once, but usually again and again. The idea is that a coin can run up to a crazy high pullback, 70 to 80%, then run back up to an even higher high, pullback 7 to 80%, then higher again. We've seen this over and over with things like Solana, with Bitcoin, with Ethereum, and these have cult core buyers that will buy in at a lower price because they know it's going to go higher. And he's just translating this to meme coins. The idea is that if someone has conviction in a meme coin like SPX, in a meme coin like Mo, in a meme coin like Bitcoin or Giga, when it has this pullback, the holders aren't scared, they're not shaken out, they're willing to buy more in. And the fact that they buy more in, they can then write it up, they then get richer, as it pulls back, they want to buy in. And the fact is, the meme coins become the dollar cost averaging. The meme coins are the things that people will just deploy their capital in. They'll make some trades, make some flips, whatever, and they'll plow it into it, which ultimately means that you then end up with this amplified meme coin effect. So that's what he likes to see in a coin, and a coin needs to be around for more than 6 months for him to even consider it. So 6 months, multiple pullbacks. So this then gives you a thesis that the community is strong, the community is running, and that there's a chance that it can succeed longer term and get these big high gains. Now, there have been recent revelations with Zach XBT doxing his wallet. I don't want to get into the ethics and the morals around that in this video, but what you can see here is we're left in a very interesting position where the fact is we see these wallets that have sort of tens of millions of dollars of meme coins. Murad owns a big bag of them. If Murad holds these or even adds a tiny bit, these coins will fly throughout the cycle. But can one man move a market though? Well, yes, we've seen this with Ansem. He moves markets and keeps liquidity chopping with every single post that he puts up on X. People want to move in, people want to chop, people want to trade. The same thing with Alex Becker. When he puts up a video about particular coins, these coins usually have a bit of a rally. When we talk about NFTs and Gary Vee back in 2021, 2022, when he would buy into it, when people would see Gary Vee buying something, everyone would buy into it and it would run. What happens is it usually takes that one person, which gets a few people to copy trade, it then has a flow-on effect, people get the FOMO, and then people move in. Now, the Gary Vee thing is a very good segue into NFTs. It's not just meme coins that Murad likes, but it's culture on chain in general and cultures that you get with NFT communities, but NFT communities that are very closely tied to meme coins. And you can see in this post, these are the top NFTs of this cycle. They're all Memecoin NFTs. Sproto Gremlins, which has just had an absolute tear at the moment. Project Aeon, Bitcoin Puppets, love Bitcoin Puppets. And then you kind of run down through the list of Memecoin NFTs and how they're kind of closely tied with some meme coins. And these prices have been running well. When you have a look at something like Sproto Gremlins, that thing is just running. The same thing with all the Milady, Retardio type, sort of neo-chibi art style. All of that community has been running as well. Those things just been going strength to strength. Where does he think this is gonna top out? Well, check out this post. This guy Brooks says, where do you see Sprotos in 2025? Murad says 50 ETH. Bored Apes hit 150 ETH, they hit basically 500,000. So if we do get a big run on sort of ETH up to say 10K, you could then see Sproto sitting at 500,000. Do I think they hit 500,000? I don't know. But for me, myself, when I look at something like Bitcoin Puppets, I think they hit a Bitcoin. Everyone kind of just thinks that Retardio Cousins has 100 soldiers sort of programmed in, it's coded. A lot of these do have strong communities and you could see them hit some highs again. Now, why is this important and why should you be paying attention to what Murad is saying? Well, it's really simple. As illogical as it sounds, meme coins, they are cultish and they have a big, strong voice that are touting the community of the meme coins. And this will inevitably build that culture, which will then amplify it even more, get more people in, and it'll just kind of snowball out of control. And ultimately what this means, those people that were in these communities early, that shouted them, that worked for their bags, will make a lot of money, will then shout out how much money they've made, then they will then talk about their meme coins. People will then try to get in on those meme coins or other meme coins and just bring more people in, and it'll just get absolutely crazy with people trying to replicate those gains, and then we'll get this crazy pump and blow off top. And usually what we've seen this with the NFT cycle, a lot of the lower meme coins chop, and liquidity just ultimately gets sucked out of the ecosystem and then funneled back up to the blue chip meme coins, the blue chip NFTs, all of that. We've seen that over and over, and that's ultimately where I think this is going to be going. So what should you be doing as a trader? How can you make money from all of this? Now look, this is not financial advice. I'm not saying buy into these coins. I'm not saying any of that, but you should follow his trades and his thesis. Find communities and coins that you resonate with, and find those coins that have had those 70 to 80% pullbacks, and then they make another high and a pullback and start to accumulate. I think if you do follow some of Murad's trades in those big communities, you will then see some gains that will outperform the Bitcoin, the Solana, Ethereum, that they'll just outperform them. But then if you then start to see certain communities over and over start to run up, you see them on the timeline shouting, they have a run up, they have a pullback, and they consolidate and people are still loud even when they're at their lowest, that's when you play your money in and then run back up. We've seen that happen with Mog. K-Money is an absolute degenerate, pushes Mog even when it's at its lows. Now when it's at its highs, it's really good. Kessie, he's on TikTok, he's on Twitter. He has just been almost like the head of Sigma. That thing went down to lows, ramped to highs. I followed Kessie, I kept plowing money into Sigma and that thing ran up. I'm not saying buy those coins, but seeing people constantly push the same coins over and over, that then has a community, means that you're going to be in a strong place for when it does pump, because they're not usually running out to sell the bags. If it's already had that pump and they haven't sold their bags and they're accumulating on the way down when it's at its lowest, it most likely means that they're accumulating for when it goes higher, which means that you should have a higher upside and not just that drawback and then eventual bleed out. Now, I will say that these trades are longer term. Murad has said it himself. A lot of sort of respectable people on crypto Twitter have said it. A lot of these trades aren't you're holding it and you're trying to make 100x in a day, in a week, or in a month. These crazy, chaotic, sort of 10 billion, 50 billion, 100 billion market caps, they're going to take a long time to get there. And this is where the gains will be made. The gains aren't made in the trading, the gains are made in the waiting. And this is what a lot of people are touting. And this is where you get some strong diehard communities that will then have these crazy blow off tops. And this is how you will end up getting something that's absolutely gnarly when it comes to a generational wealth payday, because you bought into some meme coins. So that's a look at the man, the myth, the legend, Murad, the meme coin Jesus. So hopefully you enjoyed that video and that breakdown about Murad, what he's about and all of that good stuff. I had a pleasure making this video. Hopefully you enjoyed watching it, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.